certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a well thought out. It's like if you had an idea for a premise and it was totally baked and half baked and you went on stage with it and just...
A scandal has rocked the medical world, and it's bigger than anything we could have expected. Dr. Emmanuel Manny Hostin, orthopedic surgeon and husband of The View's Sunny Hostin, is at the center of a massive RICO fraud case involving insurance fraud, kickbacks, and a lawsuit with 180 defendants. How did it all go so wrong? Let's break it down. Let's see what a RICO charge actually means. The Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act was initially created to combat organized crime. Think mafia families, drug cartels, and other shady dealings. But this time, the allegations aren't about mobsters in pinstripes. This time, it's white coats and stethoscopes. Dr. Hostin and his colleagues are accused of running a fraudulent operation that allegedly drained the healthcare system in ways you wouldn't even believe. These aren't just petty claims. This is serious business. The lawsuit includes accusations of unnecessary surgeries, fraudulently billed insurance claims, and a whole lot of shady, under-the-table transactions. We're talking about money, power, and, worst of all, lives are at stake.
Agree with mostly everything that's been said. I mean, we know that, only about 31% of Americans trust our healthcare system. We have a terrible healthcare system. And doctors suffer because of big corporations as well. Doctors that want to do good, like my husband.
Now, this isn't just some classic fraud case. No, this is a big one. One that could make even Grey's Anatomy look tame in comparison. Dr. Hostin's practice, along with others in the lawsuit, is accused of performing unnecessary surgeries, most notably arthroscopic procedures. At first glance, these surgeries may seem routine, even minor. But according to the lawsuit, they weren't just unnecessary. Some of them may have been completely fabricated. The American Transit Insurance Company was allegedly charged millions for surgeries that may not have happened at all. Imagine being a patient, trusting your doctor to cut into your body, only to find out later that the whole thing was nothing but a financial hustle. It's like paying for an expensive dinner, only to get served a plate of tofu when you were expecting steak.
Tom, you're married. If your husband's doing something, if he's allegedly doing something like this, you guys would know if your wives were up to some nefarious stuff. But let's just not forget who she is. She's been, for years, lecturing America about morality, inequality, systemic failures. And look at her track record. How many times has she had to go on in the past 2 months and look at the camera and do a legal apology?
If the allegations are true, we're talking about one of the biggest betrayals in recent memory. How can we ever trust the healthcare system again when something this sinister is going on behind closed doors? As you can imagine, this lawsuit is no small thing. It's a spectacle. At the center of it all, Dr. Hostin is fighting back. His lawyer, Daniel Thwaites, isn't holding back either. He's calling out the ATC's lawsuit as a desperate, meritless attempt to cover their financial losses. The ATC, he argues, is trying to use this lawsuit as a last-ditch effort to stay afloat. It's a classic move. Flip the script and make the accuser look worse than the accused.
The View co-host Sunny Hostin's husband, Emmanuel Hostin, has been accused of federal insurance fraud. According to a new lawsuit obtained by Page Six, the orthopedic surgeon was one of 200 defendants named in one of the biggest racketeer influence and corrupt organization cases ever filed in New York.
The tension in the courtroom is thick. Both sides are gearing up for a nasty fight. And trust me, things are going to get heated. With allegations flying left and right, this case is going to be one for the history books. Who will come out on top? Only time will tell. While Dr. Sunny Hostin faces off in court over Melania Trump's $100 million lawsuit, the media world has another bombshell brewing. This time, it's Joe Rogan throwing some serious shade. Known for his no-holds-barred commentary, Rogan wasted no time diving into the drama surrounding The View. And he didn't hold back, especially when it came to Sunny Hostin. Sunny's been on a moral high ground for years, but now her husband's in a scandal, and she's just silent? How does that work? If anyone should have seen it coming, it was her, Rogan said, tearing into Hostin's lack of accountability. For someone who often plays the role of the righteous voice on The View, Rogan was quick to call out her double standards and silence in the face of her husband's alleged shady dealings. But Rogan wasn't done. He went after The View as a whole, unleashing a verbal firestorm. "That show is stupid! If you average out the IQs of the hosts, it'd be a miracle if you hit triple digits," Rogan said, mocking the intelligence of the entire panel. Ouch! While his words were harsh, his fans were here for it. Social media lit up with support for Rogan's unapologetic stance, loving the savage takedown of both Hostin and The View. It was pure Rogan, blunt, brash, and right on the money. While Rogan is having a field day with this controversy, where does Sunny stand? Well, she's been conspicuously quiet. Usually, she's the one making waves with her controversial takes on The View. But now, silence. Not a peep about her husband's legal drama. Fans have been buzzing with speculation. Some believe Sunny is playing it smart, keeping quiet to protect her image. After all, her brand is important, and right now, the best thing to do might be to let the lawyers handle the mess. Others, however, think she's staying silent because she's just waiting for the perfect moment to speak out, or maybe even distance herself from the entire situation. This isn't just about Dr. Hostin. This is about the entire healthcare system, and it's bringing to light some uncomfortable truths. We're talking about a web of doctors, medical practices, and hospitals who allegedly participated in a massive fraud scheme. If these accusations hold up in court, this could go down as one of the largest medical fraud scandals in history. It's like a real-life heist movie, but instead of robbing banks, these folks are accused of stealing from the very people they were supposed to be helping. When Joe Rogan roasts someone, you know it's going to get reactions, and the internet did not disappoint. After Rogan's brutal takedown of The View's Sunny Hostin, following her husband's arrest on RICO fraud charges, social media went into overdrive. The reactions? Well, they were explosive. Fans of Rogan were absolutely living for his unapologetic commentary. "Joe tells it like it is! Sunny deserves it!" one user tweeted, while another joked, "Rogan's not holding back, and I'm here for it! He's calling out hypocrisy, and it's gold!" His fans loved the blunt, no-filter approach, praising him for holding public figures accountable, especially when it comes to double standards. On the flip side, there were plenty of The View supporters who weren't as thrilled. Rogan's just trying to stay relevant. His attack on Sunny is a cheap shot, one Twitter user posted. Others suggested Rogan was piling on to take advantage of an already messy situation, accusing him of jumping on the bandwagon for attention. Meanwhile, some people were more focused on the drama surrounding Sunny's husband, suggesting that Rogan's roast was just the tip of the iceberg. Sunny should address her husband's situation instead of staying quiet. The silence is deafening, one user said. Others were even more critical, saying that Sunny should be prepared for a lot more than just Rogan's criticism. Overall, it's clear that the fallout from Rogan's roast is far from over. The clash between Joe Rogan and Sunny Hostin has ignited a new round of media drama, and the public is eating it up, whether they love it or hate it. As of now, Dr. Hostin hasn't been found guilty of anything. These are just allegations, and he is innocent until proven otherwise. But make no mistake, this is no small case. With both sides gearing up for a brutal legal showdown, there's no telling how this will end. What we do know is that the drama surrounding this case is far from over. In the end, this scandal is shedding light on some deep-seated issues in the healthcare industry. Whether Dr. Hostin is guilty or not, one thing's for sure. This case is forcing us to question the very system we trust with our lives. So, what's next in this wild ride? We're in for more shocking revelations, unexpected twists, and a courtroom drama that could leave you on the edge of your seat. Will Sunny Hostin's silence speak volumes, or is she waiting for the perfect moment to make her move? And who will come out on top in this mess? Stay tuned, because this scandal is far from over. What's your take on this whole mess? Do you think Sunny Hostin is playing it smart by staying silent, or is she trying to distance herself from her husband's scandal? Is this a story of medical corruption? Or is it all just a case of a company trying to save its sinking ship? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We'll be keeping you in the loop with all the latest twists and turns in this explosive case.